Hey everybody, it's Brad and
Claire
and
Cody
with the Big Family Homestead, and I thought it'd be fun to, since the gang's all here. This Cody is, if you don't know, Cody is Claire's special friend, and they have been special friending now for how long?
a year and almost a month.
It feels like 10.
Feels like a year and a month.
No, it does not.
Because it does.
it's a year.
Every moment with Cody is like a generation.
Nuh-uh.
It's like another day.
You gotta mumble louder, dude.
What?
You gotta mumble louder.
This is on video.
I don't want them to know.
So anyway, I was thinking it'd be fun to ask them some questions that might interest you, and one of them is, okay, you're in college, you're getting ready to be in college. Let's talk about the prices of college. Do you think it's fair?
We differ a little.
Well, what's your view?
Not really. I mean, kind of. Yes, I think that they do need money because of all the professors and all of the cost of upkeep and everything. So I do think it should be a chunk of money. It shouldn't just be, next to nothing, because that's not fair, I think, for...
As long as the money's going for a good,
Yeah.
it's actually going to the university and making it more of a better education or something like that.
But I feel like some of it's just kind of fluff money, and it's just, professors make so much, and it's kind of too much.
Okay. Well, on college, what about tenure? How some professors get tenured and then they can kind of go wacky and do whatever the heck they want forever.
Yeah. I don't know, I want to be a teacher, so I think it's pretty great, but...
So you're like job security over any degree of morality.
No, I mean, I wouldn't do anything bad.
No, I'm not saying you. I mean, but there seriously are a lot of whack job, professors out there that they can't get fired because they got the tenure. Now, I'm going to let you talk because it's not my opinion, Tom. Sure, but what do you think?
Well, I mean, there are some whack job professors out there that you're like, why are they teaching again?
Because they got tenure.
But, as for, the price of college, I think that, especially, FAFSA's, really great to, help you through college, but I think FAFSA's really, it's not fair.
Okay.
Because, expected, family, contribution is not, what they always expected. I mean, always, on the high end, if, their parents are, have a lot of money, I mean, yeah, they're probably gonna pitch in, but I think some, lower, middle kind of class people that they didn't make the cut, or they made the cut that said that they would contribute, but they're just not in the right situation to contribute to kids' education. And I think that it's a really big jump from, if there's, any family expected contribution, the amount of contribution that they do give is, a lot less than what... if somebody who has expected zero, if they just have a little bit that they said that, they'll probably contribute a little bit, then that number decreases a whole lot. And I know, just from talking to people at college, there's a lot of people that have a lot bigger bills to pay, and because they're either out of state or they're in a certain degree that requires you to pay extra because they have big equipment or stuff that costs extra to be in. And I'm just hearing these people already taking out loans to try to pay off their first year, and I'm personally in a situation, especially because of FAFSA, that I'm not really in a financial pinch, and I think it's for how much I'm actually paying for college right now. I don't think it's really fair that other people are in a lot more deeper hole than what I got. So
Good.
I just think that it's a little
Imbalanced.
Imbalance. Mm-hmm. I don't think I really need as much contribution as they did give me. And I think it would have been a lot better for some other people to get some of that money instead of me having it all.
But you're gonna keep it.
Well, I mean, I'm not just gonna give it back. They're just gonna be like, oh, thank you. We're gonna use it for whatever we're gonna use it.
I'm just razzing you. So, okay, you guys are bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, gonna go out and take on the world soon. What does the future for jobs look like in your opinion?
Just in general?
Yeah, do you think it's favorable? Are we going to a place in society that is going to be great for jobs that you want, or is it going to be difficult, or what do you think about it?
Well, it depends on how hard you want to fight for the job. I mean, I think some people they just because of how they were raised, they're gonna think that jobs are just gonna come to you, and that it's just gonna happen, and you're not gonna have to work for it. But really, if you want a good job and you really want to have a good job, you really have to work for it and put in the work to get that output.
So then you're not of the opinion that everyone should all have the same salary and we don't have really do much?
We're not like one big community that's going to divvy out. The people that are going to slack are going to get kicked up, and the people that are doing better are going to have to sacrifice because other people are deciding to slack around.
All right, Claire. Now, a new question. Long distance love. How's that working out for you?
Actually, I think we're just gonna have to end it right on the video.
No, that's it. You're gone, pal.
Just kidding. It's fine.
It's fine.
I mean, with where I'm going to school, it's not too far.
It's going to be better the next year, but this year...
It's a little tricky to figure out times when we can talk and that kind of stuff. But I mean, it's worth it. I mean, it's all part of it.
Mm-hmm.
So, do you guys know about all these Antifa protests and stuff?
What?
No.
You don't?
No.
It's generally students that are all mad about stuff.
Something.
And then they go and break things because they don't feel like they got enough cut of something.
Well, I don't like protesting anyway, like in any form. I think that there are better ways for that.
Okay.
And I just think that protesting is not really going to do much. It's just causing issues.
Okay. Well, here we go. Hot button question.
Okay.
You do not have to reveal whether you are an R, a D, or a nothing.
A WIFC.
Yeah, so the state of politics.
Oh boy.
Here we go. So what do you think is being done right, and what do you think is being done wrong at the macro level? He's playing with a little lizard man here.
Yeah, sorry. I'm fidgeting.
Alright, well, I already have my opinion, so you
What is macro level again?
Macro, big.
Like
big level.
The big level. What are the big
Aren't you going to be an engineer?
We
gotta work on this. We gotta work on this, brother.
He doesn't have to know much English.
I do the maths. I do that.
Well, I think people are corrupt and stupid and selfish, and it's all about money. And
on the macro level.
On the macro level.
Okay.
It's all selfishness and like the one show, it's like empire building.
Oh.
We're not watching the show Empire Building. It's a show that talks about like empire building, and I think that's exactly what it is.
What do you think, Turbo?
Well, I just don't like the idea of politics in general. I mean, I guess it just is what it is, but I don't like how people have to be separated, and like I believe this way, you believe this way, and we have to like separate like people and have hard feelings like in like because we're supposed to be one, but like we're sort of like divided. So it's like I just don't like the idea of like calling yourself a Republican or calling yourself a Democrat, because I think that your decision should be based on what you think is right and what you think should be the right decision to do, not based on what your party thinks and what everybody else thinks. And I just wish that we wouldn't, because I feel like especially nowadays, like people don't compromise anymore, that it's my way or the highway, and this is what I think, and I should try to convince you to believe my way because my way's right, but it needs to be more compromised. It's like we don't have the exact same views here, but let's work together here and find out what would be the best decision that we can both agree on.
That's awesome. Now, the future when it comes to technology. I mean, I grew up always having a computer in the house. I think we were the first generation of people that always had access to computing. And now they say that computing power doubles every 18 months. And, obviously things like, your refrigerator ordering your groceries for you and all this kind of stuff is getting kind of nutty. I mean, we have literally, I didn't tell you this, but we were sent some light bulbs from the electric company that are Wi-Fi. And you can set it to program it to turn themselves on and off and whatever, And, but the creepy thing is that the actual base station, it talks to the main company, and so they know if you're there or not, and it'll turn them on or off based on your settings.
That's weird.
So, but where do you think we're going? Is it a good place? Is it a bad place? What's it just look like? Jump into the future 15 years.
It could be good if used properly, but it won't be so bad.
Because people are generally people.
That's putting it blunt.
Yeah. Well, what do you think?
I mean, we sort of talked about this in college, actually, because, like, in our English 102, like, since we read 2001: A Space Odyssey,
Oh, yeah.
and that was basically the author's view of the world, sort of like in, like, because it was written in, like, the 60s, and, like, it was 2001, and he's, like, and that was, like, right in the middle of the Cold War and the space race and stuff like that, and that was his view of what the world would look like in 40 years. And it's just a lot of the stuff we talk to, like dangers of technology and excuse me, and like just having everything almost being dependent on technology. And I don't know, I personally just like stuff of a simpler time. Like if I would have lived like 40 years ago, I think I would have like enjoyed that a lot better than today with all this technology and stuff. But I just think like everything's like going over my head. Like technology, like the amount of engineering and the amount of technology that goes into that. We have this little thing that can do like 3 billion things and compute and do all this crazy stuff. It's almost, if you think about it, it's almost mind-blowing thinking of all the stuff and thinking that we're still improving and we're still making better technology and stuff like that. And I think it's just gonna, I don't know, but it just seems like everything comes with its pros and cons. But I think the future, I don't know, I don't have a good feeling about it, but there's good and pros to everything.
Well, I will say this as we end our little fun time together, is it's easy to get consumed in all the bad news and all of the stuff that is very easy to see that it's loud and wrong, because the media reports on that kind of stuff, because if it bleeds, it leads, is the old saying. So if there's something bad, that's what they're going to push. But I will say this, that you guys, and I'm not blowing smoke, you guys give me hope that there will be people that will manage the madness better than now. And so for me, I'm just grateful that you guys are mindful of all this stuff and you've still got good solid heads, and it's clear that mom and dad raised you guys right, both of you. And so I just, you people out there in YouTube land, come on, give them some love. Give them some sweet comment love. So anyway, that's it. You finish out the video, Claire.
I'm Claire.
I'm Cody.
You gotta finish out the video.
I'm finishing it.
No.
What's your name?
No. No.
Tell us your name.
Have a great day.
Thank you.